What was that weird ambiance noise?
It's not coming from me.
I just heard something. Okay, and would you want to wait for people to come in, or do you want to just jump in?
No, let's give people a minute.
Sure. And how was your weekend?
It's good. How was yours?
I've been binge gaming.
You've been what?
Oh, binge gaming.
Oh, binge gaming. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if you've ever heard of.
Oh yeah, I have been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous.
I saw that. I got the message on Steam, but at the time I had my glasses on, so I was like, "Wait, she's playing Ellen DeGeneres?" It's like for a second I was like, "Wait, what?" But yeah, I
Sorry,
was
squeaky
playing.
chair.
That's cool. But yeah, I was playing Control. It's one of those mindfuck games, but it's entertaining. It's good. And I'll just let this go. I think if it's muted, it should be fine. Okay, we have a few viewers, so
We're not playing the sound.
no, because was it DMCA reasons? I know. But yeah, if we just leave it muted, should be fine. And since you already saw, we don't have to worry about the reaction bit. But
I
if
have got
anything,
no problem reflecting on the reaction that I had.
of
I'll
course,
give it again. I only saw it one time. I'll do it again. Just for, the sake of posterity.
no, it's fine. It's like reactions are better when they're fresh. It's like if I see a spoiler or something, I won't be as interested in that moment unless I'm going in like completely clear and not knowing what's going to happen. Which is why I'll never forgive that one guy who ruined Avengers Endgame for me. Whatever your name was on Warframe, I'll never forgive you if you're out there. Oh yeah, the Sage.
Alfie and Alice. No, Alfie looks good.
They're,
He's
fin- they're
he
finally
put the
CGI.
he put the book on his shelf and he went sage. I love it. Now I don't know who this person is.
Oh, it's Fan Daniel.
Dude.
The crazy guy from
I don't know who that is.
What? Wait, yeah, you saw him in 5.2 and 5.3.
I don't keep track of patch numbers.
The guy hanging out with Xenos now. That other Asian. The guy who loves money. He made a whole rant about it.
Ugh, Yoshi P's Warrior of Light just looks so smexy.
Even I admitted, yeah. And now we're on the moon. We're paladins on the moon.
That
It's,
is, yeah. My reaction in the beginning when I saw this was, "Oh shit, we going to the moon!"
yeah, the moment they showed the moon at first, yeah, it's like we were
I,
actually kind of building to this.
I mean, moon backdrops are pretty cliche. So
True.
I didn't think anything of it. And then I
Right. Well,
saw like the dude was on the moon. I'm like, you are shitting me. We are going to the moon. Fucking A, that's cool.
hey, if Elidibus can do it, how
Now
many
fuck
times?
Elidibus. He can go anywhere. He can go to fucking Jupiter and still be fine.
Yeah, and apparently, due to the lore that they built up, so can we.
Dr. Chorus, hello. Sorry, I just noticed you there. How long have you been there?
Thank you just got in, and hello, Dr. Chorus. How are
Hello.
you?
Welcome. You watched the live reveal and it was insane. Oh man, yeah, I didn't watch it. That's probably hours long.
I think it was like 2.5 hours long, and then they did like a letter reading, and so it was more than that. But yeah, people were losing their minds because actually, hold on. Once we got to, I'll just let it play because you think it's an Asian that's walking on the moon, but no, it's quote
It's
you.
it's Yoshi P as the Smexy Warrior of Light.
And hello, Jazz. How you
Jazz, hello,
doing?
darling.
Okay, and honestly, I now want to shoe with Square Enix on the bottom of it. I want to do that. Okay, and let's see.
And I stopped
They,
after they started announcing the upcoming housing. Oh, the
yeah, the
Innistrad?
Astardian housing. Yes.
Did they finally? They're finally implementing it.
Yes, because they finished the restoration, which I never took a part of.
I could not take a part in it. I wanted to, but then I was like, I kind of need my sub money for survival, so I
Right.
could not take part in it.
Okay, and give that a second. Yeah, these things. These little things. I was watching the stream on somebody else's channel. Everybody in their chat lost their minds because they didn't know what this was. And I was sitting there like, this is Xenosaga. This is peak Xenosaga, and I love it. I'm in. I'm totally in.
I just saw knives, and when I first saw this, I didn't think of the new class. I just saw that. I'm like, ooh, Alfie upgraded. He put the book back on the shelf. Now he's
Yeah.
dancing with knives, or I think they're knives. And I'm like, I like it. I don't know what the hell it does, but I like. I thought it was DPS at first.
People called it fin funnels.
Fin funnels.
Probably not what they're going to call it, but whatever. And there's our boy, Xenosia Galvis, back at it again.
Everybody just, oh god, everybody and their cat really idolizes this guy. Him and Emmett Selk. I'm like, but they're bad.
They're bad, but they're okay. Well, Emmett Selk was complicated because he didn't think that the current cast was like the right choice to decide the destiny of the planet.
Yeah, no,
Which
he
is why,
really wasn't. And I remember every female, and well, I can only speak for the females, but every female was like, "Oh, Emmett Selk, daddy." I'm like, no, no.
I can't speak on the daddy part, but well, granddaddy, if you recall, because
Yeah. Well,
he's
first of all, he old. Second,
he's
ew.
behind everything.
Just no, ew. Ugly, ugly.
Okay,
But
well,
you know,
okay,
that's
I
that's
would say
just my
ugly.
that's just my opinion.
The
And bad,
he
he bad.
yeah, he was sass. He was pure unadulterated sass. And let's see. And that's like him and Elizabeth. It's like at their core, you kind of get why they were doing what they were doing. Just the way they were going about it was wrong. And Elizabeth, he was worse off because he didn't even remember why he was doing it in the first place.
Wait, what am I watching here?
Oh, I put up all the trailers. This is Flames of Truth. What actually got me into Final Fantasy 14 because our mutual friend Melissa showed me this, and I was like, "What glorious crap is this?"
Oh, when I'll tell you who got me into this. Bestie. He's not a Final Fantasy guy, but he likes MMOs and he likes RPGs. So he introduced this to me. I remember he was fresh out of the military, and he showed. I went down. I don't know why they shipped him to Alabama. That's not where he's from. But I went. I'm like, yes, you're out of the military. I'm gonna go and visit you. I went down and visited him, and he was playing, like, during my stay there, he was playing Final Fantasy 14, and I just remember being mesmerized by the flashiness and just I was like just fascinated. I'm like, ooh, what's this? And he's like, it's Final Fantasy. I'm like, go on.
Like it actually looks good.
Actually look good. And he's like, here, I'll make your character, I'll run, I'll help you out. I want to see if you have quote unquote what it takes. So I'm like, okay.
What
I
bugs me
never
now?
looked back. This was back in 2015.
Yeah, what bugs me now? Currently, you can get the trial copy, and you would get up to level 60 for free. And I was like, "Damn, should I have waited?" Because
No, you could have waited, but you would have had so much to catch up on. I don't think you could have skipped unless you paid for it.
I don't know, you couldn't skip, but at the same time, it's like, man, because when I got in, I was up to level 15 before I had to like start putting in money. But
Uh,
but I did, and yeah, I enjoyed the ride.
the most
And
amount of money I put in was on my alt
really,
because my friends were in that server and there was no way I could do the whole um, world jump thing because it was a different data server. So I
oh,
made an alt in the data server and I was like, hey, I'm really behind. Everyone's in like their level. Um, what was the cap at 7? No, it's 80 now, right?
80 now, yes.
Yeah. So I went up to 70. I'm like, okay, I bought the tome and everything that did the level skip and the story skip. And that was, I spent like maybe, it was on sale. So I didn't spend more than I had to. That's all I remember.
Right. About the servers, you'll be able to visit other data centers once the Endwalker update hits.
Say you swear.
That's what it's saying.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so
Yeah,
cool.
we can. I mean, let's see. The flip says that there'll be a number of
Oh
restrictions
dang,
with
this
this.
is an old trailer. What? This is this is a Realm Reborn.
Yes.
Oh, so we're watching them in order now?
In order up to a point. After a while, I was like, you know what? Screw it. Add, and I'm just like, screw it. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see. Number restrictions for the world visit system. Nevertheless, you'll be able to temporarily head over to other data centers to hang out with any friend that plays 14, regardless of where they're playing.
That is smexy. I like that. Because now I can go to the Crystal server and with my main. My main is still in Ether.
Sweet.
I mean, before all the servers in Crystal were in Ether before the split. But I agree, Chorus. Emmett Silk is, I mean, not Emmett Silk. Xenos is very uninteresting and one dimensional. He's just
I can see why you say that, but that's the thing about him. it's like the simplicity of him is what makes him interesting because he's essentially evil us. Like he is a person who, at a certain point, stopped giving a shit about the updates until a new update, Stormblood, with you in it, showed up. He fought you a few
Ugh.
times. He got interested. He got new armor. He got new equipment. He got new power ups, and he has your powers. Like
I didn't like.
he's
I didn't really like Stormblood that much. I thought, with the exception of Hien,
he is a bro. He's such a bro.
Hien is awesome. I think Hien is amazing, and
Yep,
just Lise. Lise is like the Minfilia of A Realm Reborn.
very
Like it
true.
just no.
It was all about her. It was literally her people fighting against the whole Garlean Empire. And then this armored, lumbering douchebag comes out of nowhere and is just beating the shit out of everyone, including you. 5 minutes of you just chipping away at nothing. Nothing. There was no winning. He damn near kills you. He damn near kills this Stola. And then he just up and leaves because he broke his sword on your body. Because screw it. And Dr. Chorus, uh, I guess this is interactive. Like, we guess I'll talk to you.
Mm, I
Uh,
mean, you should.
we don't mind.
I mean, it's your stream, dude. You should be talking.
No. Because Dr. Chorus was saying that it's a non-interactive. I'm like, no, you can interact.
No, I
We
mean,
encourage it.
I mean, we need to pay more attention to chat.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I think the point of Xenos is to show how far you are. Because if he's doing all this stuff with a fake Echo, you can do all that stuff with the real one, including overtaking a primal, which is what he wants. He wants you to gorge on the power of Hydaelyn. He gets Zodiark, big ridiculous final battle, which is exactly what he wants. And he will not stand for anyone getting in the way, which is why he murdered his own father, who, while a dick, was at least halfway reasonable to at least talk. At least.
Hmm.
After that, I don't know. It's like the persistence in his simple goal is what makes him interesting to me. Because there's not even an ulterior motive. He is literally only hyped to fight you.
Who is this again? Who were you talking about?
Oh, Xenos.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. It's just some crazy psycho.
Yes, he is. I'm not saying he isn't. And and now we have Fandaniel, who loves money and wants to die, but also go out with a bang, taking everything with him.
So his name is Fandaniel? I didn't know that. That might just be a spoiler for me because uh I haven't played I stopped playing right before the uh that raid.
Which raid?
I don't remember the name. It said a weird name.
Um, wait, was it Eden's something?
Mm,
Oh, Eden's Promise.
no, isn't that the new patch?
That's the newest patch. That's 5.4.
Yeah, no, I didn't know before that. Right,
Um,
like the patch that came after uh the Puppets Bunker 2, I think it was the second one.
I think it's the same patch.
I don't know, man. There was a raid with a weird name. I don't remember the name. Bojan or something. I don't know.
Oh, the Bajdan, whatever it is. I don't
Yeah,
know either.
that
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Um, the Bosnian Southern Front, I think, but yeah, that's the same patch. Like it's like I think you just missed the name.
Maybe, but
Oh,
I didn't. I it wasn't. Maybe I just didn't get up to that. I don't know. I just know I have some catching up to do.
okay. All right, so I won't go too much on him, but yeah, the whole going to the moon thing, like they didn't say it explicitly, but they but they
And
were
Daniel
hinting at
tells
it.
the story right after the end of a little business story.
Yeah, the
Is he
other
the
white
guy in
romance,
the? Is I don't remember the color of his cloak.
he had a white cloak.
It was okay. It was white. I was like, I'm leaning towards white, but I don't know if that's the same. I thought that was Elidibus,
Oh, there
or
was a
did they
little
put
bit
the
at
white
first, but this is a different guy. Like this guy was like white and red on his cloak. I'll get a picture.
Okay. Well, I don't remember. I don't remember that name. I know Elidibus, but I don't remember Fandaniel. He's the FF14 version of Kefka. Eesh. I remember Kefka.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh God, I
Doctor
remember
Chorus is right.
Kefka. No. Oh God.
Okay, let me see.
How can I forget Kefka? I remember Kefka.
No one can forget him. He's even a raid. You can fight him.
I know that's how I know him.
Let's see. I'm trying to find one with the robe on, but I can show you one with his hood off. But then you'll see who it is under the mask.
No, no, no. Don't. I don't want spoilers.
All right. Um, the reason I play 14 is because of the story really blowing me away. Exactly. Same for
Mm-hmm.
me.
Mm-hmm.
Exact same thing for me. Like even some of the side stories are good. Like
I
Hildebrand. Oh,
no,
Hildebrand.
I don't play the side stories because I think it. To me, I don't want to get confused with the main story, and the main story is what captivates me as well. Excuse me. So, like I like consistency. I don't want to veer too much into the side quest part or the like. I don't do beast tribes.
Me
Which
neither.
I know a lot of people may be like, "What the hell? You're missing out." Like maybe, but I'm just so enthralled by the story and by I. So here's what I do. I do MSQs and I do the I do the raids. I don't. I have a very difficult time joining statics because people always dip out and we always have to replace them and
Yeah, tough.
sometimes pugs don't work. They don't work out. So as much as I was interested in doing savage raids, I also just don't have very good experience with statics. And people are just overall very impatient. Sometimes it's very difficult to get the mechanics down. People think that as soon as you get a mechanic down, like watch a video and you should be an automatic expert. Like
That's not how that works.
that's not how it works. It's gonna take you. It's gonna take us a couple of tries to get the mechanics down.
Yeah, I think in the raid you have to like, well, when you're setting up in the duty finder, you have to actually explicitly state this is for practice. Like it's like don't come in expecting to win.
I really like ARR and Heaven's Word. No, was not a fan of Stormblood. Yeah, me neither. But Shadowbringers, Chef Kiss was beautiful, including
So
the
good.
follow-ups for Transcendent. Right? Thank you, thank you. You get it, Chorus. You get it. That's it. Was Shadowbringers brought it home. Stormblood was a shitstorm.
Okay, well,
I
it
protect.
wasn't that bad.
I protect Hien and okay. So maybe okay. I know. Let me retract that. It wasn't a shitstorm. It just wasn't good.
What? Okay,
Story wasn't terrible, but honestly, I think I think they could have. I think the whole thing could have been done better without Lise. But
Really?
that's just my opinion. Lise was just what purpose did she serve?
It was her people. It was her country.
It
She had to lead the charge.
also was Raoban, and he's a more solid, more important character to me in my eyes. He was also Alamegan.
Yeah, but he didn't hang out with you all this time like Lisa did while she was
But
wearing the mask as
he
whatever.
was the general of a grand company. I was about to say free company of a grand company. If anything, the story is more relevant to him because he is an extension of a grand company that you may or may not represent.
That is true. However, with Lise, it's like you see how yeah, okay, yeah, her sister had died, she had to leave, but now she's coming back and she is trying to figure out how to save her people. I mean, okay, she's not Robin, and that's the struggle for her. Because now she has to go from just being your tag along friend to actually being in a leadership position like she was at the end of Stormblood. And my favorite part of Stormblood was how complicated Yotsuyu's story was. And Gosetsu.
Oh
Gosetsu
wow.
was the man.
There are some gems in Stormblood like the Yotsuyu Gosetsu story. I thought that was interesting too. Basically, the whole Doman side of that story, I liked. That's what
Right.
I liked because that's how I met Hien, fangirl.
Oh my god. It's like,
Don't judge me.
no. It's like, my favorite moment with him when Elidibus had Xenos' body and you had to play as Hien, that was great.
I thought
My
that was
man
pretty.
held the line.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I have a vague memory of that, but I do remember doing that. Pretty smexy. I'm like, yay!
Yeah, and honestly, um, what's her name again? Yugiri. I liked her. She was cool. She like
Yeah,
she was like, hey, you know that Xenos guy? Why don't we assassinate him? And Warrior Light's like, yes, let's do that.
yeah. Her answer is just like, we should just kill him.
And then
Some people actually admire that kind of mentality. You know what? This is evil. We must kill it. But a lot of
the
people
one
are like,
problem with
no, don't kill.
Stormby.
Killing is bad. Hello.
What's the problem with Stormby with Xenos? Just don't like the guy. I can tell people. I see why some people don't like him, but it's like compared to other Final Fantasy villains, I feel like all the other ones they want you out of the way. Xenos, he wants you specifically. He is like he's actually hyped up to fight you, and will happily burn the world to make that big final battle
He's
happen.
a
That's all he
creep.
wants. Yes, he is,
He
but he's
basically,
honest about it.
I put him on par with somebody who wants to just cut your skin open and just live inside them. Like it's just the creepiest, most.
I don't think he goes that far.
I think he would. Nico, hello. What did you walk into? A rabbit hole.
At least, let's see. Realm War was us versus Big Evil Empire. Heaven was a corrupted church. Xenos is just a bored guy who's entitled to those tantrums.
Absolutely. I agree. That's how I perceive Xenos as well. You know, the guy doesn't lift a finger. And when he
He lifts several fingers.
no,
He
okay, I'm talking about more recent. He's just sitting on his
okay.
ass and he kills, just anyone who's like, hey, maybe you shouldn't. Maybe going out there and killing for shits and giggles is not a good idea. Case in point, that's pretty much what he did. That's what he wants to do. He wants to go out, kill people for shits and giggles, and doesn't want to be told otherwise.
Actually, it's not even that far. He doesn't want to kill for shits and giggles. He kills anybody in the way between him and you.
Still for shits and giggles. He gets some kind of
He
high
only
from
giggles. He only giggles and gets high with you. Everyone else is
We don't
meaningless to
want
him.
to be friends. No.
Too bad. He's friends with you. You're friends now.
No. Yes, I
BFFs
know we're
forever.
talking about this FF14. We're just
Oh,
kind of hating on Xenos right now. Well, King Crazy's trying to understand him. I'm just like, no, ain't no understanding
no,
evil.
I do understand him. You don't. That's what I'm saying.
What did I just say? He's trying to understand him. Meanwhile, I'm like, you can't reason with evil. Evil is
That's
evil.
the point.
You
I
can't.
know you can't reason with him. His dad, you could reason with. There was a moment you could have reasoned with him. There was a whole scene about it. But Xenos, there is a reason with him. Even when. Oh, let me turn this back on. Oh, and by the way, I couldn't find a picture of Indian with his hood up. It's all with his face off, so don't worry about it.
Okay. No, never. Then never mind.
But with Xenos, he's actually telling you about himself, and then you have the option of telling him, "I accept you," and he's like, "Yeah, we knew from the beginning this is how it would end. Why lie?" And then he's just ranting and raving, going on about maybe you're the reason we're all here. Maybe because you let loose what was it, Omega, to fight the guy you beat into making Shinryu happen. All this shit started with you. Maybe I like he wanted to thank you. Like you made this interesting for him. You are what Shadowbringers was to us.
Cliche, I'm so powerful. I was merely looking for someone as strong as me. Trope shoved in our face after he fuses with Shinryu felt horribly heavy-handed. Yeah, it's like I am more powerful than a god. Like, okay,
Actually, he said we because with the Echo, technically you could do that too. That's what I think the other thing is about that
but
scene.
we are not power hungry.
I know, but still, you could do that, and that's what he wants. He wants to set up a situation where
We are
you
not
are
doing
forced to.
this. If we have the option to do that, my character will never do that. But I don't
Doing
think it's
the
that kind of. I don't think it'll be that kind of pack.
Yeah, he's not gonna give you a choice. He like by the storyline, he's probably gonna make you merge with Heidelin, and then he's gonna merge with Zodiark, and then knuckles up, knockdown, drag out fight.
Uh,
Exactly what he wants.
is he gonna turn us into Minfilia?
I think you'll end up doing that yourself.
No, I don't want to do that. I'm like Yoshi P right now, just like I don't want to do it.
Okay, but yeah, the whole Shimryu thing. I think that setup was gonna happen in Endwalker. Or at least, sorry, what we're supposed to think will happen in Endwalker. For all we know, things could go sideways. Who knows? But that's what they're setting. Like they already set that up. If he can do it with a fake echo, you damn
With
sure can with
Nidhogg.
yours.
Wait, Nidhogg? No, that's Racefelger.
No, that's Nidhogg. Race Booker was white.
Yeah. Oh,
But in the trailer, that's just a random dragon because there's like a bunch more like it. But you'll see it. There's my class, Dragoons.
Racefelger. Oh well. Yuki, the person who wrote the MSQ for Shadowbringers, is also doing Endwalker.
Nice. Very nice.
So
If
if
she can make me
so
love
if she
Elidibus, she can
can
make you
love
something into
Elizabeth,
Xenos.
then she can hopefully do something interesting with Xenos.
What do you know? He likes Elizabeth. What do you have to say to that?
You Asian lover.
What? That's 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 completely different and off the point. Let's see. 12 is one
That's
of
okay.
packs. To be
She can
fair, I'm
make him
looking
a little.
for. Okay,
I
Nico
don't.
likes 12, but not the Zodiac edition.
Chorus, you're making me think now.
The fact that the protag of 12 loses protag status early on is a bad sign. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, because well, I didn't play 12, but there was the princess who's infinitely more important than him, and then there was Sky Pirate guy. I'm trying to remember his name, but yeah, it's like people like him more than Vaughn. Ash and Balthier, yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
So Endwalker then is going to be fascinating.
I think so. And I think the same writer did some stuff with the side quests because the one with Alexander, it was good. It was actually very well written. Like, and by any chance, did you do the Crystal Tower the first time around?
Uh, Most likely. You're talking about the raid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's like the Alexander thing. They had a character in there that they could have easily brought into the main uh, Scion's storyline.
Was an orphan and got adopted, so all during Shadowbringers I kept saying he's acting like a kid put in a position he wasn't ready for. I just kept saying he seems like a kid, and then when you get his backstory, I was like, I called it.
It's true. It's like around the end, you kind of feel bad for Elizabeth. It's like you poor silly bastard. Even though he did make a hype final boss fight. Well, quote final boss.
Which final boss was he again?
Oh, spoiler alert. When he showed up as like the OG Warrior of Light with the like, because he was summoning light versions of all the
Oh,
classes.
yes, yes. Yes, I remember now. Yes.
As someone who played the city, I was like, oh shit, he's going to fucking ruin me. He's the and I thought about it, it's like that makes sense because you're the Shadowbringer, you're the Warrior of Darkness. Wouldn't it make sense that at the end of this you would fight the Warrior of Light? As he kept calling himself the entire time in Ardbert's body, which annoyed me, but he did it.
Hmm.
And then he turned into the OG Warrior of Light, and he had every limit break in the game. But he started off with
Break in the game.
he did,
That's
and how does he start it with Living Dead, the Dark Knight move, where everybody's at one, which freaked everybody out. And if you don't get everybody to full, that person dies.
First,
So
he wasn't adopted until I was 10, so I super identified with Elizabeth. Oh,
yeah, what sucked is like he
so there's
really
a
didn't
connection.
remember why he started. Yeah, and that's like the good part of storytelling. Like, you can make a character that really resonates with people. Like it's like they feel real. Like
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I. That's why I went with my own character. She is. She's an OC that I created, but for the sake of playing her in Final Fantasy, I, made alternate universe. God damn it, Lola. Sorry, I talk with my hands a lot. You wouldn't notice it because I don't have a camera, but I talk with my hands a lot, and so when I raised my hands up, she thought that was an invitation for her to sit on my lap. Um,
by the way, hi Lola.
she walked away somewhere. Oh no, she's still okay. Hi, E Crazy says hi. Anyway, uh, yeah. So I basically created an alternate universe version of my OC, and she like I just made it fit. I made her story fit so well with it. Not to talk about that too much here,
No, go for it.
but it gave me that sense of connection, especially at the part where Ardbert kind of like spoiler alert, but Ardbert you know kind of becomes one with you.
Yes, that was
That was
great.
a that was a sexy scene.
Oh, one other thing that we should point out with 14, the music. God, damn, the music is good in this game.
Yeah, we cannot very well continue this talk without admiring and appreciating the music.
Yes, especially when it gets like let's see, right when the guitar solo hit, that's when all the lights popped up, and it's like, oh, you're summoning other quote warriors of light to fight Emmett Sullivan. It's like, yes, yes, this is why I put in the subscription. This is why I play video games for moments like this.
The fact that he saved Onukalai from the world of
Yes,
darkness because he couldn't stop the flood there made me like him more. He saved his orphan kid from certain doom. Okay, tell me more. Oh, that's the kid in the white robe that's basically living in the Rising Stone. Is that what it's called? The place in Mordona. He's been.
Rising. Was it Rising Stones?
I don't remember. I
Oh
just
no,
know
no,
it's
no,
Mordona.
no, because the other place was
Oh, it's
the
him.
Waking
Okay,
Sands.
yes. I remember a kid there. I haven't. He
I
okay.
never pronounced his name right.
I remember. He was telling me to. He's the one that told me that I had to defeat.
The Warring Triad.
No, it was Primal. The bug guy.
Bug guy. Wait.
I don't remember his name. I just remember the name of the dungeon was Thok asked
Thok,
Thok
something.
asked Thok, something like that.
The,
I had that
oh no,
quest.
no, thick as Thok, and the bug guy had swords.
Anyway, I had that quest
Ravanus.
sitting there for years because I couldn't beat it, and nobody I partied up with was able to help me. I don't know why I couldn't beat. I remember I did beat it eventually, but I just couldn't beat it. I had it in my queue for years.
Actually, I have a question. What would you say your favorite primal was? Like your favorite primal fight, I guess.
My favorite primal fight. He was the warring triad. The bug guy was Ravanaxis.
I think it's Ravanus.
Ravana? Ravina?
Ravana. It's one of those. But
One of
yeah,
those. But yeah.
we know who we're talking about. Ravana.
Ravana? That was
I believe Dr. Chorus. Like, I'll believe him.
Ravana.
Ravana.
Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll believe him too.
Let's say that.
Okay, so my favorite primal fight.
Because I'd have to say mine was Susanoo. Let
Okay,
the
so there is a
revelation
fight.
begin.
I remember a fight.
Ray Romano. Damn it, Nico.
Ray Romano. Ray Romano. Yeah, sure.
Yes. Biggest Thog is us fighting Ray Romano. He's a giant cockroach with swords. Sure.
So yeah. So the first one that comes to mind is Susano. Because I just remember doing that fight so much that I memorized the mechanics. Like that is one that I've really just because I did it with a group of friends in an old FC time and again because we couldn't fucking beat it.
Yeah, because he has that move where he goes giant, which by the way, the music goes insane at that point. He brings on his sword, and whoever is the tank has to block it, or else you wipe.
And the healers have to haul ass with the heals. Yeah, I remember popping everything that I had. I had Largess. I was regenning. I put everybody in the bubble and a size asylum, everything, and then I just medica I gave it everything that I had.
Tsukuyomi for me, but Titania's music was awesome. That is correct.
Oh
on
yes,
both counts.
Yes, Tsukuyomi was if we're talking regular and not extreme, because that one extreme was really
Yeah.
holy shit. But yeah, Tsukuyomi was very pretty fight. I like that one too. And
So we're talking
Titania.
regular. Yep.
Unfortunately, I only beat Titania once, and then I I unsubbed for, I always say I unsubbed temporarily, but then I never know when I'm going to come back. I only ever fought her once, but I really enjoyed that music. I remember it.
It's good music.
It
Oh,
is.
and oh yeah, when they talk music, they always bring up Phase Two Sephiroth of the Fiend track, only
Oh
because
yeah,
it
I
is
always hear about that one. I
it's
don't know what the hell people talk about when they mention Sephiroth, because I don't think I've ever
oh
fought.
yeah oh yeah he's one of the Warring Triad.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link for the song because it's legitimately good. It made me sad when you had to help her
I'm
when your friend was
assuming just
attacked.
talking regular. Mm.
Oh yeah, Yotsuyu's family sucked.
Oh yeah, that part in the fight is so sad. I'm
It's
like,
like,
damn,
oh,
why is everybody hating on her? I mean,
but
no
then
wonder she came out the way she did. But just
and
like,
then right when the Xenos apparition showed up, Go Setsu, this absolute boss, comes through in the clutch.
he's a big teddy bear.
He is. I would want him to actually come back. It's like just to visit, just to say okay, just to show that he's okay. I'd be happy with that. Let's see some more about
Time more
story.
about the story. That fight
With
is
more
more just a fight in any other primal. Yeah,
true,
it does.
very true.
It can
Although,
just really distract you too, because if you don't pay attention, as you're too busy reading the bubbles,
right,
you're gonna die.
but then there are some fights where it has audio, so they're screaming at you, but so you can focus on the fight, like with that little Litibus when he summons all the classes and then just is about to murder you all, but
Oh,
then
Gabu was sad too.
yes,
Oh wait, hold on. I hear Kai. Give me a
okay,
second.
sure.
Meow.
It's like it's like Final Fantasy knows, well, at least this game knows how to do tragedy because yeah, there will be a side quest, but there's not always a win. Like Gabu was a sad moment, unfortunately. And not to spoil, but you do end up seeing how he's doing.
Okay, sorry about that.
Oh yeah, and Titan's music. I downloaded that.
Oh yeah, Titan's music is just classic.
Add on Overdweller. Love that.
But yeah, Gabu made me sad. It made me cry. Also, I have like a sisterly bond with Alize.
Right?
And Kai
Sure.
agrees. But
He's
yeah,
just
I have
standing.
a sisterly bond with Alize. So like I vibe with her. Like she and I can vibe together. So when
No.
she was kind of so hard to, when she was just like very sympathetic with Gabu, I'm like, no, don't cry, Alize. Don't be sad. Because if you're sad, I'm sad.
Oh yeah, and when she was honestly losing it when the other Scions were like passing out from um what's his name? Crystal Exarch pulling them into the first. Like she was freaking out and then she finally sees her brother. No, he got taken too. And then right at the last moment, she is begging not to go. She goes too. And it's like, so now it's just you alone versus Elizabeth Xenos.
Ugh.
And you're going to get taken too. And then this oh my god, there's like so many good characters. Freaking Estinian shows up and saves you. As
Don't
snarky as he possibly can.
you're not throwing a lot. I promise you.
Oh yeah, by all means go for it.
FF14 is also one of my favorite games. I have a mighty need to return. I do. Especially
Oh,
after what I've seen.
oh right. Speaking of Estinian, you know that trust system which lets you go into trials with the other like NPC characters?
Yeah.
He will be one too.
Ah!
Yes, you can play with Estinian. Like I
About
didn't.
because I'm just in the story, like I just keep seeing friggin' Gaius and Estinian trying to fight their way out the Empire. I'm like, dude, when the hell are we gonna meet with them again?
Will you see them again in a 5.2 or 3?
Like, when are we gonna reconvene? When is like what's gonna happen? Is it just gonna be them two? Like, are we gonna at some point come back
Again,
together? Is
that's
Gaius
a lot of
like
side mission,
skinny?
honestly.
Like, what's going on there?
That's a lot of side mission. Good side mission, but side mission.
I used to love Yustola, and my sister made fun of me for it. Aw.
Astrola, amazing.
But now that her heart belongs to Runar, I will settle for Graha Tia. Dude, you're gonna have to fight me to get to Graha, okay? Her heart, does her heart truly belong to Runar? I feel like Runar's heart belongs to her.
He made his intentions very clear.
He did.
But
I think they need to be together and have some kitty cats.
right.
Just saying.
I'm not gonna question the kitty cat thing, but the thing is, yeah. What Dr. Course is saying, she couldn't stay even if she wanted to, but she says that she's gonna find a way to get back to him, and she gave him a wink and a smile. So sorry, I'll pan it. Nico, this isn't cyberpunk, and also yes, Pan Am's great. Jeans. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. And let me see. But yeah, for all the guys stuff, you would need to play the side missions because it also goes into. Well, did you ever play Final Fantasy VII?
Not the remake.
The original.
Oh, no, I haven't. I've only seen other people play it.
Okay, well, there are these things called weapons. It's just big mechs. But Gaius's side missions is dealing with his adopted kids and them using mechs against the Eorzean people. Like it's a whole thing. You get your own mech. It's great. That's it. Oh, and
your own mech, like your own.
Well, you only use it once, but it is or twice. But yeah, it is. Yeah, it's like a miniature version of the Omega weapon, or no, the Ultimate weapon, whichever. Essentially, the final boss of Realm Reborn, the Ultimate weapon, but they made more.
Oh no.
Yes, and now it's your problem with Gaius because it's your enemies and his kids, and and they're setting up more stuff later. So it's like with every patch they add more to it. And
Sorry, Kai is being very needy right now.
no problem.
All right, sorry, hold on.
Sure.
What, kitty?
I always lose technology and Locust Heart. I have not played Chrono Trigger, so I'm going to say on that. Ruby Weapon, yes, that was a surprise. Cyber Smoke Bombing and Emerald, yeah, that was that. But then we'll have Crystal Weapon, and hopefully we can tackle that one Guardian General guy.
I'll never understand logic.
Talking to me or the pet?
No, I'm just saying in general. I'll never understand cat logic. He comes in, he can be out for hours and hours. He comes back in literally a minute and he'll want to go back out. Like, dude, just stay out. Come in to sleep and eat and then go back out. Like, good.
Chrono Trigger is one of the greatest games ever made. I believe I just haven't gotten around to it.
Ruby Weapon.
Yes, Ruby Weapon, Sapphire Weapon, and Emerald Weapon are the ones so far, and they're setting up for. It was either Diamond Weapon. That was it.
Huh. The Sin Eaters.
Yes, which by the way, I can't remember her name, but that one lady that Owlsy was friends with in that desert area, and then she
Yeah,
got turned into a sin eater. That
that
sucked.
scary.
That was insanity.
That was scary. Hold on. Now, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember her name.
Oh, not really a spoiler, but when Xenos sees who it is under Veneno's mask, he's also like, "Who are you again?" Like it's someone that you've seen before, but that's all I'm gonna say.
I had
Xenos cannot give two shits.
I had to look up Alize because I don't remember her name. Uh, show me the name. Tesleen.
Right. That that was that was ridiculous.
That was
Oh,
scary. Like, I'll.
oh, that reminds me. Fucking Vothri. He
Ugh.
really is a fat bastard.
Ugh. I hate Guthrie. Hate him so much.
And then he transforms and turns sexy, which is like, well, that's just great.
Oh, lies. Just
What?
lies.
Just like, really, dude? And then it turns out, oh, MXL created him.
Yeah, exactly. Lies. And thank Grid Daddy. Well,
Yeah, and
not my kind of daddy, but I think he looks. Look, maturity is sexy, so that's why I think he got attractive. He went from young playboy pimp, big pimpin' guy from A Realm Reborn to actual
uh,
father figure.
yeah. And what happened with Minfully was regrettable, but he was able to move on.
Yeah, but
And
he showed discipline. He showed that he's able to do it. Also, purple. Can we appreciate purple here?
oh yeah, I was like first going in, I was like, this place is beautiful. The grass is purple. It's outstanding.
I saw him more as a big brother. Well, I'm talking about like him in
Uh,
relation to
Reen.
um, Reen. But I can see a big, he can be big brother goals. There's Grahatia.
Yep. Which if you play Crystal Tower, then yeah, you can guess it's him. Like I didn't play it first, so I didn't know. Then, but I don't know. It's like if the Warlight had an OnlyFans, he be subscribed, and Xeno would also. But that's a whole other thing.
Oh, ew.
Oh, they both would, and you know it.
No, well, yeah, but who would? Well, I guess crazy people give him money.
Let me see.
I'm playing FF14 since 1.0 before AR, so I'm used to the callbacks. Wow, you played it
The very beginning. Like,
since it was knowingly crap.
yeah. Oh, what's actually wild? Uh, like out of curiosity, I wanted to see the transition from um, whatever was before Realm Reborn to what we know now with the whole Bahamut thing. Like I wanted to see it happen. You actually hear the music in the background, like the subtle version of the Flames of Truth song, and that big orb of whatever in the sky, and everybody's just huddled around, just going nuts, and then it cuts to black, and then that trailer plays. So everybody who was there back then was literally watching the trailer before anyone, and they got to actually see all this shit go down while the update was going on.
Hmm.
Like I thought it was interesting. Like you got to actually be on the ground floor of the Realm Reborn as it literally happened. And if you play the actual Bahamut uh, storyline, you can actually see how the realm got reborn in the first place. It's a whole thing.
It was I was a big Asheron's Call fan and was not a fan of Asheron's Call 2, so I needed a new game and tried FF14, but it was terrible. I went to
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings, then back to FF14. Oh yeah, I didn't play until after it got good. So it got good like I think in 2014, and then in 2015 I got into it and I thought, "Oh my god, this is spectacular. This is wonderful. This is great." And then I later find out, "Wait, this game was actually crap in the beginning?" And then I got the whole backstory. It was given, uh, Yoshi P got the rights and he took over from there, and yeah. So I
Valtteri.
just, I just wish I couldn't.
Fat
I just wish
bastard.
I didn't have to stop resubbing, and I hate being behind. I hate it. Yeah, this guy.
Okay,
Also,
well,
can we take a moment also to appreciate how much Alfie has grown and matured
right.
himself? Thancred, yes, but there is a gap of time for Thancred, whereas with Alfie, he's been with you from the very beginning, from the time he was an egotistical little brat
Yes.
to now. And look at him. He's sexy
He's
now.
cool. He's cool.
He's sexy, and this motherfucker. Don't even get me started. But yeah, Alfie is. That's. Alfie is little brother to me. He's a little brother.
Right. And oh, by the way, if you like for anybody listening, if you play the Bahamut quests right before the big final confrontation, you can hear the voice actors from Alphino and Alize back then, and it's like, oh my god, this is terrifying. It's hard to unhear it. It's just weird.
I don't want it ruined for me. So I already have their voices in mind. Like, this is how they should sound. Alize should sound exactly as she sounds now, and Alfie has grown. So
Yes, it's like if you ever do those quests, maybe mute that part. Like all respect to those voice actors, like it's like they did what they could, but youch, just
Valtteri was
yeah,
terrible dungeon, and then the fight were Chef's Kiss.
true, very
Yeah,
true.
yeah, I can agree.
Plus,
As well. Valtteri was just a piece of shit, but his dungeon and the fight were actually very, very good.
and it only added to the story
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
big reveal. Oh, Emmett was behind everything, and then he sassily turns into a monster. Ha ha ha.
I only see them as little kids, so them growing up seems strange to me. Uh, well, growing up in the sense that they've matured. And
Right.
Alize, I think, was always mature. You don't see her in the beginning. So you only see Alfie. Alize just kind of, she's not in the picture until, what, Stormblood?
Um, between Stormblood and Heavensward,
Okay.
because she shows up right when the quote Warriors of Darkness show up. And but yeah, but back then you could have seen her before because she was the one dealing with the Bahamut thing.
Oh, she was dealing with the Bahamut thing.
Yeah.
Also this thing, the near automata crossover.
Yes.
Everybody was like really hyped about it. I remember watching actually the live stream. Um, was it two
It's a,
years ago? 3 years ago now?
I think so. And it sets
And
up mysteries. It sets up legitimate mysteries for its own narrative. Like it's not connected to whatever, but it's like okay, after like it's not done yet, but at this moment, I still have questions. I want to see how this plays out.
Emmett, I have big plans for you. Also, Emmett, let me just shoot Graha in the back with my handy dandy gun here.
Yeah, why did he have a gun? he, he's an ass. He fires lasers on the regular. Why did he need a gun? But then you see Grahalair, and it's like, dude, weren't you shot? Like, are you good? Whatever. Glad it worked out. Oh, by the way, surprise, bitches, I'm Hades. It's like, it's like, really, dude? Really? Oh, fine, fine. Like, you know what? Let's do this. Me versus Hades. Let's go. Like, just because, you know what? At this point, why not? Why the hell not? But for like, yeah, for some other people who played that, like their reaction, they heard Hades and they were like, oh shit, this is a problem. And at the time, yeah, it was. And the team
Uh,
here was a
I,
really good
I just
story.
thought
It has
I just
been
thought
five games.
that whole last scene right before he turns into Hades, I just thought that was like, what?
It was great,
It was great.
and everybody got wrecked. It
Yeah,
literally came down to you, and then
it has,
Ardbert.
I think 5 games. I hear good things about Nier.
Oh yeah, technically the near story is 4 games because there's Drakengard. Well, sorry, in order it's Drakengard 3, Drakengard 1, Near, and then Near Automata. Drakengard 2 does not count. Like
Final
because that one was made by an act by a guy who's not the writer for the other 4.
the final dungeon when you could see the problems that led to them summoning Zodiac. I understood why.
Oh yeah, the final days when
That
the city
that
was on fire.
was that was really immersive. I think.
Yeah, and you can see why Emin was doing all this. He wanted to get his people back because he thought that the world was better in their hands than ours. And the music, yes,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that little Atlantis-looking city,
Amarat
Amarat.
or Amarath. No,
I
Amarat, Amarat. Yeah,
thought that was very interesting.
everyone was like 10 feet tall.
Exactly, and you're
Yeah,
just teeny tiny and getting, doing those quests in Amarat. It's just like
and
it took so long to run from point A to point B because it's so fucking
you
huge.
had to fly. You
I
had to
couldn't
fly
find
there.
all the ether currents. You know how difficult it is to find all the ether currents under
Yes,
friggin' water?
yes, I do know, but I buckled in and I just did it, and now I can just fly over this city like
I also couldn't
because I have to.
I also couldn't read any of the ether current maps. I'm like, okay, where's the next one? My compass was like, confusing the shit out of me. Like I was getting impatient. I'm like, this place is too big.
Even with the mount, it still takes so long to get anywhere, and you have everyone talking to you like you're a child. It's like,
Because you are a child to them.
damn it,
Emerald
damn it, I am Aura.
dreams
I'm like 7 feet tall. I am not a child. Oh
Xander.
right. Let's see.
It did
Oh
have
yeah,
like a Xanarkin kind of vibe to it, didn't it?
kind of yeah. Especially since it was an Asian city that technically shouldn't be there anymore, but it is.
It is because somebody couldn't let it go.
No, he couldn't. And you heard what he said. He lived 1,000 of your lives. He lived, he loved, he died. He even tried to be a hero, and none of it ever worked because it all just kept being terrible by his perspective. So of course he wanted to undo everything.
Oh God, this girl.
Which girl? The girl in black or someone else?
Did they give her a name yet?
Oh, Gaia.
Gaia. Yeah.
Her story is pretty interesting. If they bring her into the main cast, it would make sense. Like even with some of the fights, you can hear that she has a voice actor. Like it would make sense for them to bring her in.
No, I did hear her voice. She had a voice in that Shiva fight when
Yeah,
but yeah, I agree with Chorus though. Gaia creeped me out too. I'm just looking at her like
she looked disproportioned.
eh,
Mm,
nah,
I'm
well,
gonna go that far. It's just
yeah,
she.
facially she looked disproportioned. And she also had just a nasty attitude. But then I also just you know putting it into the story, I'm like, well, she is from I forget the name. Uh, where Vothri lived.
The first they called it.
No,
Oh,
that's the
oh no, no.
that's the world. I'm talking about
Oh, the city. Damn. Whatever, Vathru City. But yeah, she's from there.
yeah. So everybody there is just lazy and entitled. So that's where she said she was from.
You're now
So she
current
said she
winner of
had
Possible
memories
is
from or
withdrawn.
something. But I did not like her. I don't know how I don't know how she is now, but I just do not like her. And I don't know what, like, I get psychologically, I get why Reen tries so hard and persists to, you know, conjure a friendship with her.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, I'm looking at Reen and I'm in character. I'm playing as the healer, but I'm also just being the reasonable one, saying this. Listen, I get why you're doing this. You have not come across another person, another individual your age,
Well,
but
it's not just the age thing. It's that like they're both
it will not
oracles
be
of whatever.
this person. This not the first teen you're gonna meet. She won't be the last. You can and will find better people.
Well, yeah, but those other people aren't going to be oracles like they are. She's the warrior of light, oracle of light, and you have Gaia as the oracle of darkness. So
You
yeah,
know how
that's like
some people are not possible as they're drawn. That's how I felt about Gaia. Well, she was the product of fan art. So she was the fan art that actually won a contest. It
like
was I think Square Enix. I think it was Square Enix that hosted it,
it must have been.
and people turned in a lot of fan art. Then the best one was going to be a new character in the game, and she's the one that won.
I could be wrong, but I think she's goth.
She
Like
does well in the art made her look goth, and I thought to myself, "Dang, I don't know how that would fit. And if it fits, she would probably be a villain. Like I got Yotsuyu vibes from her, and so far I just see that she's just misguided and just I don't know. I don't know how to feel, but I know that so far I'm not feeling too good about her.
I would say, play play those quests. Like Ian's Promise is actually very interesting. You'll love it, and their fights had also more. What was it voice acting? For some reason, it's like the voice acting was all in the fights, but not with the rest of the story, which was weird.
Whoa, who
Sister,
was?
how you doing?
Hold on, who is this?
Oh, right. Sorry, this is the 5.4 trailer. This is
Oh
like the
no, can
most
we start
recent.
this one? Can we start this one over? Because
Oh, start
I,
it over.
yeah, please.
Sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Jack sister. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, I'm okay with goth too, chorus. But I didn't know she was overly sexualized as a child. But you're right, that's not cool.
Oh yeah, the person you see right there, that is Fan Daniel now. He is now wearing black. I don't know why. He just is. Okay, and let's see.
I'm
I
listening
think
now.
they.
Well, no, it's okay.
Yeah, we actually haven't. Oh my god, we haven't actually gotten to a
Who's
lot of the
this?
6.0 stuff. Yeah.
Who's this Ori person?
Oh,
The male and the female. Who are they?
do you really want to know?
I do, but now just I'll find out myself. I mean, I'm gonna find out eventually. So let my curiosity pique itself.
Okay.
Arthur, right? That was his name.
Who, the pig?
Yeah,
Damn, what's it, Arthur?
I think it was Arthur. It started with an A.
I can't remember, but it's actually a different. Yeah, that's like the mother pig. It's called the mother something or other. Can't remember, but yeah, you have to fight that for reasons.
I was only supposed to be here for a short while, waiting for my buddy to get online so we can do some Valheim. I'm noticing some popular streamers are getting into Valheim.
Yeah, well, I saw it run on Steam, but yeah, Porksy, that's what they're called. Yeah, Mother Porksy.
Also, I saw Lise. I'm already mad.
Why do you not like Lise? She's in a leadership position. She has to be there for her people.
Just so annoying.
What?
Annoying.
Okay, Xenos is one thing, but Lise, that is the hill I die on. She's wonderful.
Okay. Ian is the hill I die on.
Well, yeah, because he's awesome.
Because he's sexy.
This person.
Okay, I'm intrigued. This is the patch that I know nothing about.
Right.
I am intrigued. Oh yeah, I remember everybody was like shipping these two together because, oh my gosh, they're holding hands. I'm like, God forbid they're actually, there's a sisterhood in place.
Right? It's like not people just hold hands.
Sexual. Yeah, people can hold hands and it ain't no thing. Like, come on. Stop over-sexualizing friendships. Maybe it's just a friendship. That's what Reen wanted. Oh yeah, I saw this. This is the second video that I saw.
Yeah, for those of you watching, this is a sage.
I didn't know what a sage was, but you know what? I'm all about it.
Okay.
Well, I know what a sage was, but philosophically speaking, but I didn't know that was an actual class. I didn't know.
It's like, I mean, if you're playing like D&D, then like sage is like uber magicians, but this, like, it's like people in the comments were thinking like this was like a Magitech healer thing. Like, that's what we thought, and it would have made sense. But no, this is a sage. I am not.
Love it because it's a healer class. Supposedly, it's a healer class, and come on, that is me. I'm very into philosophy, and I'm unofficially a counselor, a healer, and a philosopher. It's just me. Sorry.
It works. And it works. and as a fan of Xenosaga, Super Robot Wars, and anything where you have these little bits of whatever shooting lasers for you, this is a treat for me. I'm like I play with White Mage just to do this other side quest that required it, but this is cool. I wish I had this first. This is like this would have won me over a long time ago because it just looks good. And White Mage holy spam. It's not as great. It's not as great as it sounds.
No, because White Mage holy spam. Okay, first of all, it's too flashy. Second of all, it only works when you're close to the tanks.
Yeah.
If you're too far, like if you keep your distance to heal and you pop a holy, it's not going to work.
Yeah, and honestly, like I tried healing and I wasn't too bad at it, but for me, I prefer DPS.
What do you guys think the new melee DPS will be? Honestly, they need to chill out with the DPS classes because I still feel like Dancer is still new. Like I haven't had a chance to enjoy Dancer. I picked it up and I was gonna, do it when it was still new, and they need to chill out. Like I've been waiting for a new healer class.
Okay, real quick. Dr. Chorus, you play Xenosaga and Xenogears. You are a man of culture, and I thank you for following.
Oh yeah,
And
thank you.
yeah, Dancer is ranged. It's it's kind of like short to mid range, I would
Yeah, but
say.
it's still DPS.
Yeah,
A new melee DPS. Well, we already have Pugilist. We already have Monk. We already have Ninja.
Ninja, Samurai. Uh, okay, like we have a lot of DPS, but that's just like it's one of the more popular ones. Like just because when you're a tank, it's like the whole trial lives and dies with you.
Yeah, but
It's,
people wanted new healers or new tanks. Now we have a new healer, which I'm very, very happy about.
right.
I would have liked to have seen a new tank because I think we have more than enough DPS.
Actually, what's funny, um, in that one trial with the not Warriors of Light, the things that Elizabeth summoned when you were fighting all those different classes, there were like during that there were three bosses: a spectral thief, spectral necromancer, and spectral berserker. I thought that was like them kind of stealth revealing the new classes.
Foreshadowing a bit.
Yes, because again, you fought every single version of what you could have been. Meanwhile, here are these three that you couldn't possibly be. Why are they there? How would a thief, a necromancer, and a berserker work in this game? I would have liked to see that. The sage thing threw me off. No idea what what the new DPS is going to be, but it's like it would have made sense if they were to reveal those three classes.
Mm. So
Four
much stuff.
melee DPS,
Oh,
three range DPS, four magic range DPS. There are four tanks and now four healers.
I'm trying to follow World of Warcraft story at this. Oh my gosh! Everybody compares 14 to Warcraft.
Never played it.
I've never
I would not
played it
know.
either, but I feel like that is uh in kind of an over not there are similarities, yes. And a lot of people who play Warcraft also come to 14. So in the community, in the 14 community, we call those people who move from Warcraft to 14 the refugees.
Huh.
It's funny. I've never personally played Warcraft, but I do see the similarities. I think it's a little too cartoony though. Like to me, 14 is more just yes, fantasy, but it's just a little it touches a little more on the imagination. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense now that I'm hearing myself
No, no,
say
no,
it.
no, no. I get what you're saying. Like, if you want the really, really ridiculous cartoonish stuff, look no further than a character named Hildebrand. Find that character. It is it it is an experience. You will feel changed after you're done with all
Oh
of his
yeah,
quests. Yes, that shit will change you.
I've never played. I never even found Hildebrand, but you know what?
Look him up. It's so worth it. It's
Since
so worth it.
he's mentioned so much in all the patches and all the X packs, I might as well.
So
I
worth it.
may.
Oh, his dad and Gilgamesh are awesome. His dad, it's like you know what? I'll let you. I'm gonna let you experience that. Just
Alchemist, but Alchemist is a crafting class.
I could have sworn it's also a fighter class.
Well, if they have a crafting class by the same name, I don't know if it makes sense to add it as
Oh
a
no. Sorry, I was thinking of a machinist with the guns,
oh
which by the way, I should probably get in on that too.
use the same name. Okay, because there's also summoner. That's a
Right,
DPS, but that's range. And there's astro
astrologian.
astrologian.
If anyone's saying a different pronunciation, that's a lie. It's astrologian.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I never
No,
knew
no,
how
no, no,
to
no, no,
pronounce it.
no, 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 because everybody goes on and on about how it's pronounced, and it's like, you know what, astrologian. As long as you're on my channel, it's astrologian. Let's never have this argument again, please.
Dang.
I don't even use it. I might, but I don't even use it. But it's like this big argument. It's like just stop.
I want to use it. It's just it's pretty, and it's the constellations. It's mythology. It's starry. It's me. But
I hear
the
it's like
cards throw me off. I've
right,
been
yeah.
I've been trying to understand like how the cards work and the just I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Pathfinder Alchemist makes potions on the spot. He uses bombs and drinks potions to gain different benefits. Turn into the Flash or the Hulk.
Oh, that's what that does.
I think you're thinking about a different game. I could be wrong.
More like what a Pathfinder alchemist is. Uh, Interesting. I don't know about the drinking potions and I don't know how that would fit in. Saying that would be a cool addition. If they can do it, maybe. If they can somehow implement it into the game. Wow, am I looking at bugs here? Which one is this?
Oh, this was one of the Heavensward trailers. I wait, what is this? Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's the
the
remastered
opening.
opening.
Yeah,
Right, because Yoshi P's character looks really young. He looks like I peeped that armor, that leather armor.
yeah.
That's
And,
beginner's armor. Wow, what a throwback.
yep. It almost reminds me when back in the day when I started as a mere lancer, just a pep and a step and a song in my heart, talking to this random dude who I could have sworn was going to be more important. That like this one random merchant who was just talking a lot, and then he just disappeared forever. That was weird. But then I run into what was it Gambino? No, Papalino. Wait, Papalimo?
Yeah, Papa Limo.
Right, Gambino. Where the hell? You know what I'm talking about. And
Yeah, Papa Limo.
and not yet least. And it's like, oh, you have like massive powers. Help us. And I'm out here like, all right. And then I wouldn't say I was like a fan of the series until I saw Ultimate Weapon murder three problems in front of me. I was like, that was weird. Oh, and I guess the music for Garuda, that was good.
I every time I queue up for trials and I get Garuda, I sigh because I'm so sick of fighting Garuda, especially regular Garuda. She just pops every single time I queue up for trials.
I don't know. Honestly, I hated dealing with Ultimate Weapon over and over and over again to level up, but that's fine in comparison to the really big dragon. What was his name again?
The
Like
big the dragon? Which
the the dead one, but then his ghost is like what you fight. Um, Nidhogg and Hraesvelgur's dad. Um, oh no, Midgard Sommer.
Oh yeah, Midgard Sommer.
I hated that dungeon so much because I kept getting it.
I like the music for um was it Hraesvelgr?
Um,
It sounded very sad.
oh, I think you mean Nidhogg, like the final Nidhogg fight. It's Children of the Night is what it's off
No,
with,
that
or do
no,
you mean
but I
like
do know that song. That is a very sad song. That's called the Dragon Song.
yes? Well,
No, it was in a dungeon fight. I think it was Hraesvelgr when he's like trying to prepare you for the fight with Nidhogg.
Right, right, and you're like hopping around.
You're hopping around, yeah. That song that plays in that fight is, it sounds kind of sad, but it's just, it's in preparation. He is sad because Hraesvelgr is a sad character.
Because he has to fight his brother, and he doesn't have his love anymore
Mm-hmm.
until his brother mentions like he says some shit about Facebook's girl, and he's like, "Oh, you
Oh,
bastard!" And I'm sitting
okay,
there like,
Horace.
"Oh, oh,
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for hanging out.
all right, Chorus, thank you so much for joining." Okay, but yeah, um, Nidhogg talks shit about Facebook's girl. Facebook flips out. So now they have this dope ass sky fight, which is a whole cutscene, and I was like, "This is amazing!" And then Nidhogg goes Super Dragon, beats him, but surprise, bitch, I gave my eye to the Warrior of Light. Let's do this. And then, well, for me, a couple dozen tries later, I finally beat him.
Oh,
Like,
I just peeked the robot guy. I call him Mustachio, but his name is not Mustachio.
uh, which robot
from
guy?
from the Orban Monastery, the raid. I
Shoot.
mean, we passed the robot. We passed it already, but I was looking at the robot and I thought, oh man, that's my favorite raid. I hated that raid at first because I thought, do you know which raid I'm talking about, right?
Mustache robot. Wait,
No, it's not a
what?
mustache robot. I called him Mustachio, but his name was Bon Bonanza Mustadio or something like that.
Bonanza was what?
I'm not. I'm not making this up. His name was Bonanza.
If it was
Oh,
Bonanza, I'm sure I remember if it was Bonanza.
Bonanza. Oh, please, Google, don't make me look bad. Mustadio. I think it was Mustadio. Mustadio Bun. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Okay, Bonanza. Bonanza with a U. Yeah. So he's a character from Final Fantasy Tactics.
I'm sorry,
But in,
I'm trying to like find this thing. Bonanza.
uh, okay, okay. It's the raid that Fran first takes you through. I think that's when you're first introduced to Fran. Or
Oh, oh. See, see. If you said Fran, I would remembered it. Okay, so let me see.
I'm talking about that raid. That raid, I used to, I used to hate it because the god, the third person, I think it was the third person, the third boss in that raid was really hard. Everybody kept wiping on that boss. And that wasn't even the final boss.
Let's see. Orban Monastery. Yeah. Okay. Mustadio. I was like, where are you? Oh,
Okay, so I have,
oh, there it is. Oh, there it is. Bonanza. I was like, what? I was like, where are you?
his name is Bonanza.
Okay, but I
Bonanza
say it now.
Mustadio. He was a
Okay, so
robot, but yeah, obviously he wasn't really a robot. He was just a guy.
sniper robot. I would have
Yeah,
remembered it.
sniper robot. There we go. But his name was Bonanza Mustadio.
I'm never gonna stop laughing at that. Okay, but let's see. Mustadio, Agrius, the Thunder God. The Thunder God. Remember, that was annoying.
The Thunder God, yeah. That
And then
he wasn't
Ultima,
even
the
the
High
first boss, but
Seraph.
I actually love that raid. I love it now.
Oh yeah, and that introduced the Final Fantasy 12 characters, or at least Gabranth. That was his name. And well, yeah, they didn't wrap his thing up yet. Like he could still show up somewhere. Let me see. Okay, there's Midgard Summer.
Oh
And
God, this fight.
yeah,
Oh Jesus.
every every time I was trying to run a trial just to get more levels, I kept fighting this thing. I was fucking sick of it. And let me see.
Oh, the Wanderer's Palace. This one wasn't too bad.
Did I fight that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's what the isn't that what the Tomberries? You help the Tomberries out?
I don't think I did that one. I'm pretty sure I did not. And you know what? I'm pretty sure that we veered way off course because they were going to talk about the 6.0 stuff. I
There's
think we
six
just,
stuff.
yeah, Endwalker. You know why we're even talking at
Oh,
all?
we can veer back.
Yeah, like, okay, so we'll just course correct because I actually do have an article that has all the stuff. And while I'm setting that up, I'm just going to lay it out there. You remember those belts on your armor?
Yeah.
They're gone.
Well, good because
Correct.
you couldn't even see them on your character.
Exactly. And on top of that, the the buffs that they gave were negligible, as they said. So yeah, we didn't need them. Like yeah, they gave you more defense, but they didn't really need to give you more. Like they didn't give you too much. Like like from a gameplay standpoint, you weren't really getting anything out of the belts. And
So there's just what was the point then?
I think at the time it was just okay. Yeah, they have armor. They're gonna have belts and whatever. But now they're like, let's see. Some players were complaining that they'll go through a trial, they'll open a chest, and they'll get a belt that will a not give them any good stats, and b won't even look good on their armor because it'll never show up on their armor. It was just taking up space.
Well, I mean, it doesn't. That looking good on your armor is irrelevant if you never see it.
Exactly. They didn't want that anymore, so they are getting rid of it. Like they were thinking about getting rid of one of the rings too, but since you can actually see that, they're holding off on that. And there's Alphino as a sage with his whatever those are.
Hold on. I had, I looked it up because I was also curious as to what that was.
So let me see if it's in here.
I think it was the wiki. Nolits.
Nolids. Oh,
Nouliths.
that's it. Yeah.
Nolits. No idea what that is, but I'm assuming
Oh,
that's what that is. That's what he's using.
yeah. A weapon that's controlled by the character's ether. That makes sense. And they're also retooling Astrologian.
So no more Astrosphere, whatever it's called.
Actually, let's see. Patch 6.0 is going to make a big distinction between pure healers and barrier healers. So,
While the White Mage is a pure healer, hell yeah. The
I'm good with
Scholar
that.
and Sage are both barrier healers. Okay, so it's so the way they're making it sound is White Mage is purely a healer because we don't really have attack skills. We have Stone 4
Right. And, was it? And Holy.
and Holy, but Holy is restricted.
Right.
Um, a size, well, A size is heal and damage. So, but
Right,
it's
right,
not
yeah,
like it's not a DPS move. Like it's not like stone where you just keep, you keep pressing it.
right.
It's also not it's not a DPS. Like you don't cause damage over time. Uh Whereas a scholar, they have they have certain skills that have DPS. Hold on, what was the other one? Oh, you had the article.
Oh,
Scholar
yeah,
and
Scholar
Sage.
and Sage.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Sage. Okay, so based on the video that I saw of Sage, yeah, it also does healing, but it also can help you DPS. And that was a that was an argument for a very long time within the community that, oh, if you're a healer, you should only heal, or if you're a healer and you have DPS skills, use your DPS as well. But it just wasn't coming across. I did both. I did damage and I did my heals. If I wasn't healing, I was damage dealing.
honestly,
But
when I was
there were
actually
people who
trying to
just,
heal.
huh?
Oh, 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 oh. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that. Oh God, not now. Just I was saying how um, I was doing both. Since I'm a white mage main, I was doing both. If I wasn't healing, I was dealing damage. But there are some people who are like strictly healers. They don't bother touching their DPS skills. And there are others who just completely forget that they are healers. Like maybe that happens for scholars, but I don't know. I'm not a scholar.
Right. I guess when I was healing, like sometimes it was fine because the other players knew what they were doing, but other times I'm like, could I could you not die for like a minute, please? Like 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 could you? Because do you know how long it takes to revive someone when I don't have um the quick magic thing? I forget what it's called. Like it's not easy. It takes a while. I have to say, and I have to stand perfectly still. So could you not?
Yeah, like I'm constantly healing and healing and healing, and like, it's like I'm also always looking for ways to boost up my healing ability. Like
Right.
I need to do more. I need more healing stats. It's not enough to just regen and uh Largess does Largess even do anything? Does
I
it
haven't
even
I
help
haven't
you like it's supposed to?
I haven't healed in a while. I don't even know what that is.
Okay, Largess is a timed passive that is supposed to give you, I think, 30% more healing ability.
Right, right, yes. And
I don't
uh,
see it do shit. Like I don't see any difference in my healing stats.
honestly, when it's like, I guess in like bigger trials, it's like the 30% might be a little bit negligible. But it's like if something hits you that hard, then 30% is not going to really mean that much. If when you're already like a pretty decent healer, you can heal them to full anyway. But like what does 30% even mean? I would say.
I need Square Enix to bring back Protect. I needed to bring back Protect. Protect was always the number one move that I would pop at the beginning of every dungeon, every raid, every trial, and it actually helped.
What did it do?
Uh, it, in, think it was increasing defense, if I'm not mistaken. Well, let me get you the exact definition. Or damage reduction. I think it was damage reduction.
Right. In the meantime, while you're looking for that, one of the new areas in 6.0, it has a more Egyptian feel.
Oh, I like the sound of that. Okay, protect, also known as fog, armor, shield, or safe, is a recurring white magic, and later in the Final Fantasy series, a green magic spell. It appears in. Okay. It. Huh? In some cases, it increases the defense of a single character by 10. No, that's not the one. I need it for 14, please, because it increases something or it reduces damage for the entire party. When used, protect would enhance the physical defense of allies within an area of effect for 30 minutes. Enhances the physical defense.
Wait, 30 minutes?
For 30 minutes, yes. After 30 minutes, it goes away and you just pop it again.
Not 30 seconds, like 30 minutes.
Yeah. For about the duration of a dungeon.
Jesus. That's probably why they got rid of it. Because usually every buff is like or like at least less than a minute, but not like 30 minutes.
I don't think they should have gotten rid of it. They got rid of Stone Skin because it was good for, I think it was good for 30 minutes, but there was no point because as soon as you get hit once or twice, it's gone. They got rid of Stone Skin, which is fine. I get that. It makes sense to get rid of it at that point.
Like I think if
But
they're gonna bring it back, they probably have it do the same thing, but just not for as long. Because there are some buffs that like yeah, it would benefit me for about like, what 20 seconds as it states on the move's description, and then I have to pop it again after 40 seconds, and it doesn't seem worth it. With this thing, you have a full 30 minutes.
yeah, you're now if you die, you don't get it back. You would the healer would have to give it to you again. It still helps you though because if you die in a dungeon and you get revived and you have a debuff, you have that health debuff when you're revived, then protect might come in handy for you instead of having taking the full brunt of your decreased defense. Protect might get you back up to maybe regular stats. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing the whole math thing wrong, but that's
Well,
just
no,
my
no,
my opinion.
well, no, no. Well, your math is fine. I'm just saying that with all the buffs that I've seen in the game, like it's like they're usually like less than a minute before you have to actually pop them again. So this move that's 30 minutes long, if you were to bring it back, they probably bring it back for like 30 seconds for that defense boost.
Uh, well,
That's
if we're
bananas.
talking about doing away with, well, maybe not doing away, but if we're talking about what we should bring back in terms of enhanced physical defense and how long it should take, what are your thoughts on the tank's limit break? Because the
Well,
tank's limit break, if you happen to know it, is just literally like 5 seconds of increased defense. 5 seconds.
I don't think it's just that. I think it's like when the enemy has like a move that's supposed to kill you, like everybody, then you pop that and then you'll survive it. Like with Elidibus or some other bosses.
Uh,
For
well,
like 5 seconds
if
of a defense boost.
if that's what it's meant for, then okay. Because I've never seen I've played with people who let me be more specific. I've played with tanks who have popped limit breaks when they weren't supposed to.
And they were wrong for that.
Yeah, because I would just see that 5 second increased defense buff, and I'm like, what in the hell do we don't need this? We don't need this. We are fully healed. we're close to killing this boss. Why is Tank limit breaking? It's got to be that he. It can't be that he doesn't know better because we're in a advanced dungeon, or
Okay,
or we're doing a raid or a trial or something, and just
okay. If you're in an advanced dungeon and your tank doesn't know how to tank, just get out. Just get out. Like it's not worth it because I've never seen a tank pop the limit break at the wrong time. It's usually like they save it for exactly when they need it, or at worst, they haven't played this trial before, and like again with Elidibus, we saw this big ridiculous light show, had no idea what the hell was going on. We all died, and we were like, "Wow, okay, I'll do that again," and that was it. And then we beat him. Like that's it. Like before that, like before the big final fight, there is no reason to use the tank's limit break for anything. Um, and as for the other ones, like yeah, heal is only for like emergencies, obviously, and freaking
yes, I know about the healer limit break.
well, yeah, first
Very pretty when you're the astrologian,
because
and I also like I because I'm biased. I like how it looks for a white mage because what she does is she just kneels down and she prays, and everybody's okay again.
for as long as humanly possible, for something else hits you, as it does. Oh, and let's see. I believe this is one of the new areas, Rads at Han. I could be butchering that name, but it looks like an Egyptian city, like right on the Nile,
I'm gonna go with
like Mesopotamian.
yeah,
Mm.
Mesopotamian. Very colorful. It was pretty. So it's gonna be a home, like a not a home world, but
Well, a new area.
area.
Like
Wow,
here, like here's Doma, and now here's this place.
I do like it. It's very, very Mesopotamian with color. Just lots of color. I like it.
Oh, and another area we finally get to go to.
Garlemald?
We get to go to Garlemald.
You're kidding me.
We
Oh my
finally take the fight to them.
god! Finally.
There isn't much left, uh, but
There's
but
nothing
it's a,
left. It doesn't look like there's anything left.
but it's enough, and I will savor this. I've been waiting. Like like honestly, this is something that has bugged me for Final Fantasy X, where here's this big, like the biggest city that they have, Bavel, and you're like, wow, I keep hearing so much about it. It must be something interesting. There were some stories that happened there, of course, but you never actually get to go into the city. That's what Garlemald was to me. Where it's like it's this big ridiculous place that I can never go to, even when there's nothing going on with me versus them. I just can't go there.
Hmm.
Now we can, and it's not looking
Are
great.
they on the moon?
No,
Okay, good. I'd be very pissed if
that
they
that
are.
that'd be weird. And can't get this looking better, but this is a closer shot. It's yeah. After Xenos kills the Emperor, things don't go well. He's not like as he said. He's not the leadership type.
Hmm.
Oh, and the new beast tribes,
Elephant people?
elephant people.
They took a Middle Eastern turn on this next patch.
Yeah.
Okay, Kai. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Sorry. Make up your mind, kiddo. Don't bother me. Oh gosh, I didn't mute myself. Sorry.
It's cool. I was trying to think of a cat-based pun, but I was like, catastrophe's already done. Oh, speaking of Final Fantasy X, Anima. We finally get to fight Anima.
I don't remember.
Is
I have a vague memory of Anima. That's what
Seymour's
Anima
mom?
looks like.
Yes. You remember Seymour? The thing he summoned?
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, the big monster thing that he summoned. We get to fight it.
Oh boy.
It's also his mom. Anyway, seriously, like it's like people who don't like. Okay, if you haven't played Final Fantasy X, one of the main villains, that's his mom.
His mom. Wow.
Yeah, she wanted to save the world. Use my spirit to make an Aeon to fight Sin. They went to Unalesca, who's a bitch, and Unalesca, for whatever reason's like, sure, I'll turn your mom into a whatever. He's he gets that, sticks her under the ocean, and only uses her when he feels like it, where he wants to make a big show or to murder you. And then after a while, you can get it, and she says straight up, "I want to stop my son. Please help me." Cool. You use her against his final form, and he's like, oh, mom, really, really, mom, fine. You really want to do this? Fine, let's do this.
Mm. His mom, huh?
Yep. And these don't have. I don't think these have names yet, but actually, hold on. So okay. Does the animal have something to do with the final days? But probably not. I mean, we'll see what happens. As for this place, I don't think they said what this is.
It's Amaranth on fire.
Oh no, no, I don't think this. No, no, no. This is an Amarot. This is Eorzea somewhere, but things are getting bad. Things are kicking up. We're
Oh.
it's like we're in the midst of a conflict.
We've been.
Yeah,
We've been.
yeah. But Xenos is like we gotta crank it up.
Fucking Xenos, man.
And let's see.
What is this?
It's another dungeon.
Ew. Looks like the insides of a dragon.
The insides of something. And
Is this the Ishgardian restoration?
no, it's another dungeon.
Oh, it looked like wooden scaffolding to me.
Actually, I don't know. Maybe, but let me see. There's a picture of the restoration. Oh, there's another raid, and La Habrea is back. It's
Oh,
pandemonium.
Thancred's gonna be pleased as punch.
Oh yeah, what's funny?
Thancred's gonna be happy.
It's like it's like after all the times I had to do that and that damn Ultima weapon thing, I'm like I can't. It's like he's like a cockroach. You can't kill this dude. Shit. Oh, and the developer was like oh yeah, someone's coming back, and we see the picture. But he's like, what was his name again? Lala something. Lala he. Who is it? And it's like, dude,
Lahi.
don't. It's like, dude, don't. Uh, yeah,
Lahi. That's your that's your hint.
yeah. There's your boy Estinian.
He got longer hair now. It seems. I see a ponytail.
Yep.
Okay, I see
And
you, Stinian.
oh, and
Mm-hmm.
he swears he's not a scion, but it's like, come on, dude. At this point, come on.
Please, come on. At this point, you're a scion. Also, Alfie looks up to you. You are scion.
Yep. Oh yeah. Let's see. Island Sanctuary.
Farming?
Apparently, yes. If you ever played Harvest Moon,
Oh, Wait.
Hold on, zooming in. Let's see. Trigger one. Island Sanctuary may be a working title. This will let Final Fantasy players enjoy a bit of slow living.
Oh
Uh,
my god! Wait,
you might.
let me read this a second.
Sure.
The addition to Final Fantasy XIV and Endwalker is a really intriguing one, and deserves its own subheading. Although Island Sanctuary may just be a working title, oh no, period. Although Island Sanctuary may just be a working title, this will let Final Fantasy XIV players enjoy a bit of slow living. And it's not just limited to crafters and gatherers. You could raise animals, cultivate land, and sell the results. Or maybe you could have your minions run free.
I do see a lot of minions.
I have lots of minions too. Either way, it sounds a bit Harvest Moon. Please tell me more. I want it to sound more like Harvest Moon. You'll be getting to visit a deserted island and make it your own. Oh, my little Animal Crossing heart. And Harvest Moon, I loved Harvest Moon. If we're talking about the beginning, like the very first Harvest Moon, I think it was the Super Nintendo. I don't remember, but that one. And I already know you can marry in this game. Oh my gosh, I could turn this into some Animal Crossing stuff. Except I don't have animal villagers. I become a farmer. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm like,
No. Have your moment.
ah, this is exciting. This is coming out in patch 6.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know how many people are going to be streaming this? How many people that I know are going to be streaming this?
There are plenty of streamers that I follow that I'm sure are going to be playing around with this a
Everyone
lot.
who's playing Stardew Valley, everyone who's playing Animal Crossing as well. Well, yeah. Well, maybe not Animal Crossing, but they could. You don't farm in Animal Crossing. You just plant flowers and stuff. But Stardew Valley, you know, Harvest. I don't know any Harvest Moon players, but you get the idea. That is awesome. I gotta resub. Resub. Oh my god.
See that feeling right there? That's how Xenos feels towards you. Now you know what it's like for him. He can't wait. He's putting the money right now.
Well, see, I don't have the money, so I can wait.
No.
I'm unlike Xenos. I am patient. I'm just excited because now I have something to look forward to in this game. I mean, I've always had something to look forward to, but now I have even more to look forward to. You know.
All right. Ishgard residential district. Oh yeah, you can have a house in
Yes,
Ishgard.
I'm
I
gonna
already talked
buy
about
my house in Ishgard.
I
She's
should
not
actually get a
Ishgardian.
house.
Her character's not Ishgardian, but she has uh she took up an interest in
Get out
Ishgard.
of here.
Huh?
Where's the little X? Damn it, progressive. Screw it. Let's see. Oh yeah, battle values are being downscaled. They were having issues like on the technical side. So the numbers will be lower, but nothing's going to change. On paper, it'll take you less experience to get to the next level, but but you also get less experience too. It'll look like you're getting weaker, but you're really not.
Wait, they did that before. It
Apparently, they're
looks
doing
like
it again.
they nerfed the numbers, but nothing changed as far as like how much you were healing for. It's just instead of like big numbers, now you're getting smaller numbers. Wait, let me read this for a second. There will be the
Sure.
usual tuning of job actions and new actions, and hopefully a major rework of a job or two. But there's a bigger change coming in Endwalker. First, all values are being downscaled. Basically, numbers are getting too high and they're starting to cause some bugs, as well as floating damage text taking up massive amounts of screen space. Enmity overflowing back to zero would, for instance, be a bad thing. But at this point, these bugs are mostly getting bandages put on them rather than actually fixed. Likewise, enemy HP and experience numbers required to advance are both getting ludicrous, so you'll earn less experience, but requires less to level up. Huh. So I'm gonna come back into a world of confusion. Looking at my numbers and expecting to see thousands when I'm just gonna see hundreds again.
Yes, but at the same time, the enemy will be doing less too. Like everything's just going to be brought down a little bit, but it's still going to be the same.
Okay.
It's like they want to just lay this out now before everybody's freaking out when it happens, and they're like, "Wait, why am I weaker?"
Ooh, level cap.
Yes, we're going up to 90.
Finally, we're going up to 90.
Oh, and
Well, we should
well,
be going up to 100 then. It's the last pack.
well, they said that this will be the last installment for the Heidelin Zodiac conflict, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be like the last installment at all. Like there might be like Romerborn to now is this one saga, and then after this is going to be the next saga.
You think they're gonna continue making sagas?
I would think so, only because they could be weird to just leave it at 90 when you could go to 100.
Yeah. Also, there's money to be made, not just from glamours, but
Right, exactly. Like it's like from the way they described it at first, it sounded like it'd be the end, but it's just the end for Heidelin versus Zodiac. Which,
oh,
by the
okay.
way, no more belts, and oh, this is how the Lalafels will look with Sage.
Aw, cute little potato people. They're the original baby potatoes.
Like it's like it's hard to imagine how they are in Amarat with those giant people. It's like it's like it's
They're
like
bugs.
it's like your little peanut.
And peanuts. That's
And
cute.
let's see, the data center shot I told you about, and Xenos. Oh, and Final Fantasy 14 Fan Festival,
Oh,
completely free concert, including the primals.
I wanna go. I wanna go there.
Oh, and this is the art.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, by Yoshitaka Amano, the man himself. Zoda was like the devil, and that must be Mother Heidelin.
Hmm. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm glad she doesn't look like Minfilia.
What's up with you, Minfilia?
She's a useless character.
She saved the first.
Yeah, by sacrificing herself, she became a martyr. Just like
That doesn't make her useless.
uh, yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, she had a use, but she only had one use, which is to be the sacrificial lamb.
Well, that's Heidelin's
She
fault.
kept giving us jobs after job after job. I'm like, girl, what are you doing? You're a leader. How about you?
Yeah.
I don't know, lead the front. You know,
Well,
she
she wasn't
never
a
did
fighter,
that.
and why would
She
you?
never did that. It was Thancred who did that.
Okay, well, first, why would you put your leader at the literal front of the line to probably get stabbed? That's like
Well, join the
terrible
fight.
politics.
She barely joined the fight.
That's what we're here for. She's not a fighter, and she knows that. That's why we're here because we have the echo and we can fight. If she tried to fight, she'd get murdered. Like
That's
really murdered.
part of war, baby.
Yeah, that's why
Casualties.
the
We ran
leaders
some
have.
casualties.
This is this is why the leaders are in the back giving orders, or else if they die, it'll be chaos in their own forces. It's why she had to stay in the back.
More like she stayed underground.
Okay. Well, the leader of the science, who is that now? Honestly, it's not you. who's really leading the Scions right now? The secretary? What's her name again? Damn it. The happy
Tataru?
one. Yes, apparently it's her. Do you know anyone else who's leading?
At least Tataru wanted to join the fight. She tried. But
Yes,
she even
and it
knew. She's
didn't end
like,
well.
I'm not a fighter. I'm just somebody who works behind the scenes. And I'm like, that's more
That's
than enough.
that's what Minfilia did.
And Philly didn't even try. At least Tataru tried.
Well, Minfilia had to go to another dimension to save them, and or else there wouldn't be a Shadowbringers. And
Okay.
and she knew that they were gonna need Arbert, so she left Arbert. Arbert joined up with you, thus saving two worlds instead of just one.
Oh, what's this?
What's what?
This little cliff area mount thing.
Oh, um, it is another city. I have to try and find the name.
That is beautiful. It looks like a theme park.
Yeah, it's like at first I thought it was that place in the first, but it's like a more like it's like a more ancient version of that.
It's
Wait, let me see.
pretty.
Wait, let me see. There's Razadhan and oh yes, these cities are taking inspiration from Morocco, India, and some Southeast Asian countries. And
Southeast Asia. Okay.
oh yeah,
Morocco. I also got Morocco vibes from it.
yeah, and the whole island that all this is on is Thavnir.
Thavnir?
Yeah, if that's how they pronounce it, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Oh wait, hold on. If this is right, this is Radzat, and this is Charlan.
Oh, Charlian. So you finally get to go to Charlian.
Yeah, if this thing is right.
Okay. Neat.
And of course, Goldemald, the Elephant Folk, the Arca Soldier tribe are the Elephant people. And they are a beast tribe, so you could have close with them if you so choose.
Mm. Yeah, I haven't done a single one. I probably should.
I tried a few, got bored, stopped. The beast tribes are fine. It's like they don't need me around. And of course, Anima and yes, dungeons. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else. Let's see, Endwalker and 6.0 will come with new PvP mode that's smaller in scale than what's currently in the game. Intentions to make PvP content that feels more casual and more immersive by removing role restrictions. Another part of the idea is to make matching easier than before. New PvP content won't just be for the hardcore, there'll be a new type for reward system that doesn't focus solely on gear. We'll also have a new category of reward in hopes of opening up to a lot of new players.
I've done PvP once and I didn't like it.
Mm.
I don't do PvP.
I tried PvP, but it kept saying, "Oh, you can't go into this quest for whatever reason." I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. It's like I'll fight giants. I don't give a shit.
Yay, the farming thing. I was so excited about that feature.
Mm. And see no more boss. See trouble. Let's see. I think we covered everything, at least for now.
I'm sure there will be more um, as time passes.
Oh yeah, and let's see, the 5.5 update that would be in. We said April 13th.
Okay.
Okay, and on top of, well, I'm gonna wrap up some stuff with the side quests because that's where, well, they should have that by now, but I'll wait till then. But they're also gonna have more story stuff that'll tie into Endwalker.
Okay. I'm excited.
So am I. And considering that this is like the level cap's level 90, after all of this, level 100, I'm curious what they'll do because after Xenos and this other guy, like unless the other guy does something weird, I don't know. I don't think there's anybody else at the moment that's like a big major possible villain.
Mm,
Like we kind of beat everybody.
yeah.
But it's like that's why I felt that at first it would be like oh, this will be it. But again, it'll be end of the saga. For all we know, they're gonna have like with Kingdom Hearts 3, because that was the end of the Xehanort saga, which by the way, that was a lie. But now we're gonna move on to bigger and crazier things.
Mm, God, I I need to get ready. I don't feel like I'm ready, but I need to get ready.
That's why I'm getting 5.5 because I need to get prepped for this.
I need to get back in. I would also like to be able to stream it, but because it's open world, I need to upgrade a few things. I feel like I need to upgrade a few things.
Right. And honestly, like in the meantime, like let's say in the infinite world of possibility, you happen to get that sub back in and you can actually take the time to go through some side quests, by all means do so. Like even just for the stories. Like there's some good stuff that you're kind of missing out on, especially Hildebrand. Anyone who knows him will tell you, play the Hildebrand quests. It's infinitely worth it.
I'll look into it because I hear good things about it. I just never bothered to get into the Hildebrand quest, but I will definitely look at it. Bleh. English. I can definitely look into it.
Of course. And oh, and I have to finish the Bajdan front because it's still there, and I might as well wrap that up.
Oh, yeah, I haven't
And
done that one
like it takes the playstyles into a different direction because you're actually in like an open conflict where you can have like how many people joining on one monster until you get to like the big final whatever it is, and that's like 30 people, I think.
yet.
But yeah, that's if you want to do. Wait, no. Oh, never mind. The relic quest is something else. Which, by the way, relic weapons pretty good.
Oh, I don't. I tried doing the relic weapons and back in ARR, and I just said no. So a lot of work for us. I kept leveling up, and I was getting better weapons. So I'm like, I think the relic is just pointless at this point.
Oh, if you see on the screen, there he is, Hildebrand.
Oh
Oh
my
my,
god.
yes, yes. This his line of quest is everything. It's everything. It makes it all worth it.
Okay.
And yes, he's Eorzea's greatest detective. Don't you know?
Oh no, I didn't know that. He's Eorzea's ace attorney.
Sure, go with that. And I don't think I ever felt like a like I think about Odin in Overworld, but never like the actual trial. I have to find that like just for like completion. Because I think for like the last week of one of my like, well, I had the sub, and for the last week I was just running through and just trying to fight every other problem I could find. Like especially the Chinese, like the Chinese, uh, whatever animal ones, Byakko, Phoenix, the snake and the turtle,
Oh yeah, yeah.
whatever they're called.
I remember those.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
World of Darkness.
yeah, where you actually fight the Cloud of Darkness, but in 5.3 you can actually fight the smaller version from Dissidia.
You mean the little minion thing that you get? You get the Puff of Darkness.
Well, not the puff one. Well, the human-sized one.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, they have the models from the CD game. They're gonna use them. They did it for Exa. They did it for Kefka. I'm honestly waiting for Sephiroth because they could.
They could.
And, and honestly, by now they should because of the remake and the thing with Smash. Like, I'm actually surprised they haven't done it yet.
Well, we'll see if they could put if they could put in characters from Final Fantasy Tactics in here. Then I don't see why they couldn't put Sephiroth in there.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Okay.
did we cover everything that you wanted to cover?
I believe so. Like I can't think of anything else to talk about. But well, actually, I guess just to wrap this up, because well, we'll be fighting on the moon of all places. Like, it feels like yeah, this is like well, as this game likes to do, is going to be a heavy callback to Final Fantasy IV, where a lot of it had to do with the moon, especially
Oh,
yeah, especially since actually let me just pull this up again because from the looks of it, the Yoshi P whatever else you said, his character is a paladin, but they're probably going to do like what they did with Dark Knight and Shadowbringers. Like oh, like this class is already like it already exists, but we're going to make it dope as hell for this update. And the Paladin was Cecil's class in Final Fantasy IV, so this is going to be just a big throwback to that. And plus, you get to fight people on the moon.
I dig it.
It's going to be great. And well, they can breathe up there. It's magic, whatever. It's one of those things where it's like, you know what? Don't overthink it. It's just cool. And
I can't wait.
let's like I honestly say what you will about Xenos, but him taking the power of Zodiac, you taking the power of Heidelin, just see what that would look like. Like it's like if they're gonna do all this stuff with Emet with Elidibus, with all these like crazy quote final bosses, imagine what this is gonna be because this is like gonna round out this whole saga. Like it's gotta be insane.
Yeah, like I'm just mesmerized by this. Yeah, it looks like he's got wings. I love it.
I try to get out of being healer, but they pull me back in because it just looks dope. And let's see. Oh, yeah, but what's interesting, like I won't spoil too much, but this guy and Xenos it's like they're. I mean, okay, they don't really like like each other, but their motivations, they actually mesh well. Like to the point where like they don't like they don't give a shit about each other, but what the other wants helps in that person's goals. So
Mm.
I don't see them betraying each other. Like maybe at the last minute, okay, I'm done with you, done. But until then, I don't see them like coming to blows. And I think that's a spaceship in there.
Oh boy.
And fall 2021, it cannot get here soon enough.
I know, right? This gives me enough time to save up and all that.
Yeah,
Because I'm sure the pack is going to be very expensive.
and honestly, hold up. This glorious nonsense. I am so glad that our mutual friend showed me this, or else I would not be here talking about this. It is
Mm.
so much. It was also weird that I didn't actually fight Bahamut, and I was like, wait, why not? And then I found out I could. It's like it's a whole side mission. It's like, oh, let me just dig in there. It was annoying. Bahamut's not easy at all by any stretch of the imagination. He is not easy. But at the same time, you'll see how Realm Reborn even happened and why Bahamut's so pissed. Like this is a legit storyline that you get to play with. And yes, Alize will be there.
Yay!
Try to bear her original voice actor because wow.
I mean, she's not being replaced by the original, is she? Or
No, she's not. It's like the voice actor that we have now was not the one they had back then. But before we could even really remember that voice actor, she left. But sorry, Alize left to do the Bahamut stuff. But you could still hear her in the scene before the big final fight against Bahamut.
uh-huh. Okay, so I mean, is it that she sounds that terrible?
Not so terrible. It's painfully different. It's like after playing the Yakuza series for so long, and then you play the most recent one, Yakuza Like a Dragon, in English, and you hear the English voice actors for like all the characters that you knew from all this time. It sounds different, not bad, but you'd rather have the other voices.
Mm, you like what you're used to.
Exactly.
Totally get it. I probably am going to be in that on that bandwagon where I'm just going to hear a voice and I'm like, that's not how you sound though. You
It's
haven't
like
sounded like that in years.
it's like you're not bad. It's just that you're not this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know you to sound like this anymore. Like I think a lot of people got that from Yugiri as well. The original voice actor for her passed away,
Uh,
and they just replaced her with a voice. But I think she didn't voice Yugiri long enough to be, to have made a vocal impact on people's memories.
right.
I'm not really sure because it didn't happen for me. I just read the news that her voice actor had died, and I'm like, I don't really remember what she sounded like in the beginning. So, excuse me.
Okay, okay, so knowing what we know now, what would you say is on your wish list for this upcoming update?
Mm, I would like to not wait so long to get a house
Hmm.
in Ishgard. Let's see. I would, because I know it takes a long time for people get on. The whole housing situation is just ridiculous. Um,
I don't even have a house.
I just I have room in my FC, but I'd like to have my own house. Maybe better. I don't know if they have the power to do this, but maybe like if they can clean up the market board.
Hate that stupid board. It's
Because
like it's like I would love I would love to be able to sell something,
yeah,
anything. Or you know what? Sell my weapons that I don't need. It's
yeah,
like
make certain things sellable. Like don't make them untreatable or unsellable because you're losing out on money there. Like why can't you sell something? Oh, because you're spirit bound to it or because you picked it up in a raid or something. That shouldn't friggin' matter. The whole spirit bound thing also, like what is up with that?
I don't even know
Like what
because
is
I
you
didn't use this thing.
you
Why can't I sell it? I got it in a raid. What does that even matter for? It's whatever.
like if it's now if it's damaged and it's in need of repair and it's close to breaking, fine. The value drops, and if you want to sell it for original, for the value that it's originally worth, repairing costs nothing. If anything, you can even do it yourself if you're at a high enough level as armor or blacksmith. You can do that. You can even repair it yourself. But the whole spirit bound thing, just no, do away with it.
It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything exactly. Just what does it mean? Oh, you developed an attachment for this, this piece of clothing. Like
It's
I'm
like no.
no one's
It's like
going to be attached to a pair of ugly ass boots. Okay, I'm sorry. They just happen to have better stats, and they're gonna get covered anyway by glamour. I'm
it's like
not
it's like
bound to this particular item. I'm bound to the stats. Just remove spirit bound. It doesn't make any sense.
like I'll just honestly like at this point it's like I'll toss weapons and not even care because what's the point of them? If I can't use them and I can't sell them, why would I keep them?
It's just wasteful too. Like they need to change that whole thing.
Right.
Make items, and what if you get doubles? Like you go through a raid and you roll for something,
And
and I've had
what
this happen to me where I've rolled for an item and I ended up getting it, right? And then we open the chest later down the line. It's the same item that I rolled for and that I got, so I pass. No one else takes it. By the end of the dungeon, I get another one. Like, wait, what?
and I just wasting space.
They're wasting space. Your inventory is very low as it is. You can only have 2 retainers, and any more retainers beyond 2, you have to buy. You have to purchase out of pocket. They don't have a lot of inventory space. I use my retainers to hold my materials because I'm a weaver. I'm a weaver. I also do what's the other one? Uh,
I never did crafting.
I don't remember which one, but the main one is weaver. Oh, mining.
Right. That.
And so I need my retainers to hold things as well as sell things. But I can't carry everything either. And when you're a weaver, you have to carry hella material. Because you gotta have the silk to spin the yarn, to make the cloth, to make whatever the fuck. Like it's a lot of shit. That's why I don't understand how people can max out all of their this disciples of land, disciples of hand all the crafting classes, I don't see how the hell they can max it out and still have space in their inventory for their main classes. Like I just don't understand that.
I saw a tutorial once for like mining and crafting, and I'm like, I am not gonna have the patience for this. I like you know what? I'd rather beat an enemy and gain my spells through bloody victory because it's faster. So I'll just do that.
You and my
And
bestie have that in common. He's all about fighting. Like in the current game that I'm playing right now, Elite Dangerous, I'm very into trading and courier and explore and space exploration. Like I like to do that. It's very chill for me in that sense.
right.
Bestie, on the other hand, he wants to do bounty hunting. He wants to fight. So he's like, I'm not gonna waste time going back and forth between star systems just to, you know, trade and transport. No, I want to kill. I want
It's not
glory
wrong.
through blood and through space conquest and whatever the fuck he says. And I'm like, I get it. That's that kind of game where you can do that. It's just like in this game in 14, you can, make your money by fighting. That's why you do PvP.
Right.
You can, in a way, be a mercenary of sorts. You work for your grand company. Grand company. You or you could also just make shit.
You can.
And a lot of people do that. They make their things and they sell them in the market board, but the price, people don't know how to use the economy. They
It's
see that an item goes for thousands of gil, and then a person puts up the same item, high quality, mind you, but for like 100 gil or less. Like, no. And then other people start following suit, and no, you're hurting the economy by doing that. You're just looking to
exactly
sell your thing at that point. You're just looking to get rid of it. You're not looking to make a profit. You're not taking the economy seriously, basically. And they need to fix that too.
yeah, but well, this is a problem I've seen with Warframe 2 in like the same regard. Like it's like for some reason when you're selling something on PC, it's like the price is there. Like it's like oh, I can sell this thing for this much platinum. That's great. But if but on PS4, it'll be this really rare gold standard, whatever the hell it is, and you'll get like chump change out of it because that's what happened in like the PS4 people. It's like they kept like bringing the price down to the point where if someone gives you like more than 40, just take it. Like it's like don't it's like no stress about it, just take it unless that's something that everybody wants but can't get. Then by all means go nuts. But they have to know how like the vault works and all. It's like a whole thing. But with Final Fantasy, it's like to get something that is sellable, it's this whole ridiculous process. Like there was this one girl, I can't remember the channel, but I was looking up like, okay, how do I make a lot of money if I'm in FF14? Essentially, get this get this map. It's going to not be appraised. No one can read it. Get it appraised. Find the item. Get this thing and blah 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 blah. So finally, you can have this thing that you can sell for this much, and after that, just hope. Just hope for the best. It's like no, just it's like just no. Like it wasn't really
No, at
worth it.
that point, like you may as well just run maps with people. But you need a group.
Exactly.
You need a group.
Like honestly, if it gets me enough money to get whatever, fine. I'll go on trials with some randoms. Whatever.
Go to Party Finder and just
Yeah.
anybody who's like, hey, we're gonna run some maps. Just they're looking to split. This they'll split the loot with you. So okay, fine.
And plus, it's not boring. I'll just go and then I'll be playing the game. And that for me is fun. Like I mean, you were mentioning how your character thinks. That's how my character is. Like it's like I could either sit down and do this thing for like an hour, or I can go out and do something.
Hmm.
I can go out, get better weapons, get stronger, blah 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 blah. And also, um, I found this. Well, I found this glamour for this. It's like a headband, but it covers your eye. One of them, so it looks like, oh, I lost my eye in a war, and it's like, oh yeah, Xenos took my eye. It's personal. Oh, by the way, well, besides Sage, after this comes out, what's your main class?
White mage.
Okay,
Wait,
and
what do you mean? Wait, after Sage comes out, what's my main?
well, I mean, besides Sage, because I know you're going to try that out. What is your it's like what's your character's main class?
Oh, white mage.
Okay, and like what do you like about it?
Um, lore wise, I like everything because it's just a more. I instill a sense of personality, my own personality into my character, even though she has like her own story. Uh, if I were in the game, I would be a white mage.
Okay,
So I like the idea of pure white magic or pulling magic straight from the earth, and I like that.
nice. Yeah, for me, Dragoon, because I like the idea of like blood of the dragon, like I'm like, it's like fire versus fire, like we're using dragons to kill dragons, and plus, well, I don't know if you ever seen Fate Stay Night.
No.
Okay, well there's this character. He uses a lance, and he is just like he's so cool. He's such a snarky bastard. Like like he's great, but it's like just using a spear. Like for him, it just looked cool. But I was like, take that, but kill dragons with it. And oh, there's Ravana. I think that's his name. And how he just yelled at you a lot. That was fun. And and plus at the time, because I was doing a Heaven's Word, using a dragon then makes sense because first off, what the Asgardian Church, what they did to the dragons back then, so you had to take them out, and then ending it off with Nidhogg, so it's like it made sense. Yeah, using a dragoon to kill this giant fuck you dragon.
Hmm.
It made it made sense. And oh, by the way, I didn't realize that what's his name? The Thornton fight. That was Knights of the Round for Final Fantasy VII. I didn't realize that for the longest time, and when it finally hit me, I was like, "Oh, you clusterfuck of a brain." It's like it's like there's 13 of them. Why didn't you come? Why did you come up with this? But yeah, at some point after that, Xeno's beats the living hell out of me. Lose the eye. Now it's personal. Skip ahead to now.
Yeah,
Just fighting crazy people and being snarky all the way through. That's my character.
it's. I think it's cool for role play as well. Sometimes I like to do that. Just role play my character.
Yeah.
But lately, the concept has been a little difficult because I want to be myself, even though my character is not really. It's me, but it's not really me. It's the character that I wish I could be.
Right. Like it's like with the dialogue options that don't give you like too much. It's either the box standard heroic answer, this really jokey, snarky comment, or dot 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 like oh, or just not saying anything.
And you're just a mysterious person that doesn't say anything. That's basically my character. She's just mysterious, doesn't say much. She's a woman of few words.
Yeah. I'm the snarky one.
Mm.
It's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Xenos kicked my ass. It's like, oh, like, look, my spine and my pride will be fine, or whatever dumb thing I would say. All right, but other than that, anything else you'd like to discuss?
I think we covered as much as we could for now, given what we know for now.
Right.
Maybe a little later down the line, as more patch, more story, more content comes out, and more information comes out about Endwalkers, maybe we could touch base.
Cool. And oh, right, my wish list for Endwalker, as I said before, how they take the models from the Cydia games and put them in the game. I would like more of that because there's a lot that they actually haven't used yet. I mean, let's see, they already did Kefka, Exdeath, Cloud of Darkness. Uh, there's another one. I can't remember, but there's like plenty more that they could do with that. And it's just a nice little throwback. Like, they don't have to be involved in the main game. It's just a fun little side content.
Mm.
So, I mean, that's what I would want. And people would lose their minds if there was like a Sephiroth quest in the game.
Yeah, people will lose their shit over that. Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, who's this new Smash character? I wonder who it'll be. Oh, this thing got cut in half. Herbert, who could it be? And the whole world lost their shit.
Mm.
And it's like, oh my god, Cloud cannot get away from this guy. He's at the corner store. That's Sephiroth. He's at a restaurant. That's Sephiroth. He's at he's in the bathroom. Cloud, wipe your ass. And Sephiroth's right there. It's it's like you can't run from this dude.
Yeah, he's everywhere. Annoyingly so, to a degree.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? Sephiroth's like a reverse, you know. So it's like Sephiroth wants to beat down Cloud because Cloud humiliated him that one time, and Sephiroth can't let it go. Meanwhile, Xenos is like he's trying to build you up. He believes in you, you know. Xenos wants the best for you. He wants you to get out there, go to new places, meet new exciting people, and kill them, and then bring all that knowledge back to him. Really
No.
have it out.
No.
He wants you to be the best version of yourself.
No. I don't need him to be proud of me or anything like that. I don't need him to hold my hand. I'm good.
Oh, he wants to be good, but he wants you to be better.
Good luck.
I could go on all day about this shit, but eventually, we're gonna have to kick his ass.
I got no problem. I won't hesitate. I don't like his ass.
Oh, he wouldn't want you to hesitate. Even if he goes out, he wants you to do it. He wants it to be you.
Okay. He wants me to kill him. My character's a healer. She can't kill.
I was about to say.
She'll join a team with a tanky ass tank who she's gonna support to the ends of the earth. Maybe not to the end, just to the end of the fight.
Good enough. All right. Well, I think that's about it. So,
yeah.
for everybody still here, thank you all for watching. It has been a trip.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much content. Can't wait for this to come out. And I guess to wrap things up, Yuki, what is upcoming on your channel?
Well, upcoming on my channel. Well, let's see. Today's Tuesday, so tomorrow will be the first stream of the week. I stream Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Mostly Sims content, Sims 2, Sims 4. I'm bringing Sims 2 back into the mainstream because it is just too good to be ignored any longer.
I'll take your word for it.
Let's see what else. mainly stream what I want. If I can get, I have been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous lately, and I just started streaming that a week ago. So there will be more of that this week. And yeah, basically, I'm just a variety streamer of sorts. I'll just stream whatever suits my fancy, but usually it's Sims and well, because I'm on an Elite Dangerous hype, it'll be Elite Dangerous this week.
All right, awesome. And tomorrow we will be back with our 9th episode of the Dub Dive Live. Today was the Star Edition because we had our guest star, StarWindYuki. And tomorrow we will be discussing Godzilla versus Kong and all the other kaiju in between.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be monumental. Ha ha ha.
But
that was terrible. Okay, but yeah, well, yeah, we should also be talking about Pacific Rim and Gamera. Just if it's bigger than a skyscraper, we're probably going to talk about it.
Awesome.
Right. And other than that, thank you all for watching. And remember, don't put Gorilla Glue in your hair. That was, it's like, what were you thinking?
I don't, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I can't feel sorry for people who don't read.
It says it on the bottle, and she's trying to soothe them.
She won't win.
Amazing. She will not. All right, but anyway,
thank you for having me.
You are welcome. And of course, if you happen to have a topic that you would like to talk about on our channel, feel free to bring it up. Me and Jimmy are open to almost whatever.
Okay.
All right, and where the hell's that button?
Thank you, everyone, for joining.
All right, good night, everybody.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.